Keeping venomous reptiles is an unforgiving hobby, requiring proper training and lots of experience. One simple mistake can be the difference between life and death. Remember, the most venomous snake in the world is the one that just bit you. There are no venomous snakes with training wheels. Just because you see viperkeeper handle snakes a certain way does not mean you should try it too.
Want something to eat? You. No? These are the blue and Solaris, and I don't think they're terribly interested in feeding. That's a little big for you, dude, although you've eaten big ones like that. There you go. Now the last time the little guy got one and the big guy didn't, the big guy all of a sudden became very interested in eating. So we got to watch out and make sure that the big one doesn't try to take it from the little guy. These are both males, and I should probably put the big male in with the mother here, but after the problems I've been having with getting all these babies feeding, it's like, I don't think I want to do this because I don't want to go through this crap again. Oh, you dropped it, you toad. You are a toady.
You're a gorgeous, gorgeous boy. Look at that color.
I'm going to bite your hand, Mr. Viperkeeper. Here. Try biting a fish. Come on.
See if you can use that or something to stir the fish up so he sees that it's in there.
You would think he's taking careful aim, but he's just going to miss anyway. You can get closer. It's not going anywhere, dude. Now normally we would call this fish in a barrel, but he still misses. He's being really careful because he doesn't want to screw up on camera.
There we go. Yeah, we just had to have him on camera.
Good job.
Nicely done.
Oh, right behind the head, too.
Nicely done.
All right, I'm going to swerve all over the place because this is really heavy for my, my neck. So, all right, we're not going to disturb him. He'll eat it head first if he figures it out. I'm trying not to bother him. And they're really cool snakes. They have really good vision. Right now I can see the female over there in the branches with her little head looking at us.
Hi, Mom.
Yeah, Mom's pretty nice.
And she never misses. She's just excellent at fishing.
She's dead nuts on, as we would call. And she just had a very nice shed.
Yeah, she's looking much better.
Hey dude, you want another one? No. He's a very, very difficult feeder. Come on, dude. Huh? Oops, I'm sorry. That was my fault. Come on, I'm sorry. There you go. He's a very, very good guy. There you go. Well, this is the snake that I've had the longest in my collection, my Egyptian saw scale. Do you want something to eat? She likes chicks. So we'll offer her a chick and see if she wants one. Do you want this chick? You know, she doesn't really like dead things, but she will take a chick on occasion. Ah, that was very nice. She is one of the most savage live feeders. But as you can see, she's got a very easygoing demeanor sometimes even though she's savage chicks. But I think she's being weirded out by the camera, so I'm going to back up. There you go. These guys drop mice like you just hit them with a 50 caliber bullet. They're just dead immediately with very little fanfare. When they bite humans, it takes a little while because humans are big, but you will eventually, if you got a lethal dose, you will end up as dead as the mouse does. You got that? Huh? Alright, I'm going to let her go and back off because this seems to be weirding her out. Well, how are you guys? Are you hungry?
I think so.
Are you hungry? Would you like this? Okay, that's going to be tough to eat like that. You better straighten that out. Okay, there's 3 individuals in here, so I got to sort of tread lightly. Here, would you like this? Okay.
That one was easy.
There's the 3rd one. That's the one that's always sort of reluctant. I'm not going to press it. It'll eat when it wants to eat, but that's the one that can be difficult to get to feed. Again, these are the Protobothrops cornutus, the horned pit viper from Vietnam. Very nice little, not so common snake in collections.
I know, I'm kind of freaking you out. I'm sorry.
I'll back off.
Sandy the sandworm.
Yeah, she's up there. I can see the other
Oh,
side.
yeah, I know. I see the other side. I see a part here, but I'm not sure what part it is. You know, I just make it too easy if I stick it up there in the corner. She just grabs it, and not very good for the videos.
Whoa!
See what I mean? Hey, let go of that. There you go. See, I knew she was up there. And she's all mouth.
Oh, look at that. Wow, look at that venom.
She's
Don't that, please.
she's special. A very secretive, shy snake, but you're absolutely typical pygmy mulga snake. Their venoms are primarily myotoxic as well as neurotoxic components.
Yes, you'll notice that I was filming from way back. I never get too close to those cages. 'Cause those are-
Come here, Sandy. Whoa! See how quick she makes it across the cage? She's a very shy snake. She's not like Mr. Brown, who's relatively friendly. I had initially hoped that Sandy was a girl, but to me it looks like he's got a big pile of junk on the end of his tail there. So unfortunately, unfortunately, I can't breed them because two males just don't breed very well. And I'm going to move out of the way because her mouth is free right now.
Just about to launch again.
And when she launches, if you're in the way, you're getting bit. Here's our Wagler's pit viper. It's actually Tropidolaemus subannulatus. Would you like something more to eat, huh? You would. There you go. Now, recently it was discovered that there's actually a large component of neurotoxin in their venom. And this sort of plays out in the clinical pictures that have been recorded on snakebite incidents in the areas where these are found. People didn't, out of 50 bites, only one person showed some sort of altered blood coagulation syndrome, and the rest of them just had pain and swelling. Well, as it turns out, that they've got a large bunch of different neurotoxins which really aren't gauged for humans. That's why their venom doesn't really cause any major problems in people. Out of those 50 people, you know, only that one person had a coagulopathy, and it self-resolved in a couple of days. Very interesting snake. They are primarily for advanced keepers, even though they're, I just told you, you know, not terribly toxic to humans. They require really special conditions, high humidity with a lot of airflow. And that's why it's in this sort of cage. They don't like to be kept too warm. They like to be kept on the cool side. And they don't eat a whole lot, and they don't poop a whole lot. And people panic at that, and the whole idea is just to let the snake take it, you know, take it in one end and put it out the other end whenever they're in the mood to. So usually, if she's in the bushes, that means leave me the hell alone, just give me water. And when she's up top there, it's like, okay, I'm ready for something to eat. Yep. So this is the way we go. She calls her own shots. Now this is an Arutu, Bothrops alternatus. And she's a little bit wacky. And the reason why she's a little wacky is because when she was being shipped to me, good old Delta Airlines put the box in a hot place and almost cooked her. So she has some sort of neurological defect due to the fact that she was put in a hot place. So she's not quite right. So her strikes are a little wild, which really make me want to go stand way back, because you never know where it's going to end up. But as you can see, she's a very lovely snake. You know, and everybody gets a fair chance. I don't care if she's got a problem or not. She's still a cool snake, and I treat her like every other snake. Do you want that? You do?
Oh, they're so nice.
These guys, I mean, they can, you know, grab something pretty hard, but generally they're pretty gentle snakes. You wouldn't want to get bit by them, of course, but otherwise they're pretty gentle. These are like a little, you know, Scooby snack for them. Well, come on. The one that you just ate, it can't take up that much space. It's like a ballpark, Frank. These guys have been known to carrion feed in the wild. They just, in living in the deserts, they just don't pass anything up. There you go. You can't see her, but the other one is up top there on top of the log. I imagine to get them to breed, I would have to chill them down and such. But although I would like to breed them, I just really don't have a good facility to cool them down. Would you like another? There you go. I just hate to waste these guys. They gave their life to feed something, and rather than just feed the bacteria, I'd like to feed the snakes as intended. There you go. Oh!
Wow, you took that one in a hurry.
Give me that bitch! One must always consider fingers. And try to keep them out of harm's way. You always see me try to stay behind glass or around the corner or something, because that was just a little example on how quick they move when they really want to move. Elapids are very fast when they can cover ground really fast. However, within the length of their body, these guys are incredibly fast. No? You want another? You're pissing me off, dude. There you go. One last one. Here's the Western Green Mamba. He's a very twitchy fellow. That's why I like using the trap box. He's very, very, well, let's say, volatile. You know, I've had him out of the cage many times. Before I used the trap box, he was a tough customer to handle. How you doing, bud? Huh? How you doing? Don't know if it's a male or female, but he's a cool snake. He's pretty relaxed. Well, much more relaxed with me right now, but he has a tendency to explode like a rocket. So we'll just cut this short and not take any chances with him. I don't feel like chasing him around the room or taking a bite.